the akhirah way more than the dunya. And take it out of his heart. The dunya became in your hand, not in your heart. Not in your mind, but in front of your eyes. How can you reach that level? There are so many points, but today I want to focus on one thing only. I think one of the things that help us a lot is to remember the journey of the believers. Remember you as a believer, what's waiting for you as a believer. قال أحد الصالحين لماذا نكره الموت? Was asked why we hate death. قال لأن الإنسان يكره أن ينتقل مما عمر إلى ما لم يعمر. Because you hate to move from a place that you invest in it so much to a place you invest in it nothing. Yani if mashallah you build a house here in Clear Lake area or in Houston and you spend $1 million and just with furniture in it and big house, big apartment, whatever it is, and you mashallah well established, then they tell you, hey, we gotta move you to Louisiana or Mississippi or Oklahoma. You know, what am I gonna do there? You're gonna go live there. You will be, wow, I'm so excited. I'm going to Mississippi or Louisiana. No, it's a lousy move. I just got my house established, that's right. Because it's establishing myself here. He said, that's exactly why we hate death. Because that angel of death is the transfer, they're gonna transfer you from this dunya where you invest most of your time and wealth and thoughts to the akhirah. But if it's the other way around, if you're building a huge mansion for yourself, if you've been furnishing a house that it's, for example, in whatever city, Florida or something like that, and you know what, I'm waiting to move there to, you know, whenever the house is ready. I put so much effort in it. I can't wait to finish this period of time in my life and to go to the house that I've been building. I'm investing in, that's right. But who would like to move from a place that he invests most of his life in it to something I didn't invest much in it? He said that's exactly why people hate that. Because those people have not invested much in the akhirah, have not invested much in the akhirah. Most of their investment in the dunya, most of their thoughts in the dunya. And it's easy to calculate that. See in your daily life how much you remember the akhirah every day versus how much you think about the dunya every day. There's natural things. We think about food, we think about desires to be fulfilled. But how much the percentage? Wallahi, it is alarming. Because if you live in this dunya and your heart in the akhirah, it will be a completely different story. من أصبح والدنيا أكبر همه جعل الله فقره بين عينيه. The Prophet said, whoever woke up in the night and the dunya is his main concern, Allah make the faqr, poverty, in front of his eyes. He never will be satisfied with the dunya. And if you wake up in the morning and the first thing is the akhirah, that's why the first thing when you wake up is what? Salat al-Fajr. It's not your boss, it's not your work, it's Salat al-Fajr. It is about this. The last thing in your day is what? Is the adhkar that you say before you go to sleep. Is it, you say the sunnah to say before you go to sleep what? رَبِّ قِنِي عَذَابَكَ يَوْمَ تَبْعَثُ عِبَادَكَ. Oh Allah, protect me when the day of judgment, when you resurrect your creation. This is the akhirah. It is your main concern. And it's a simple question every one of us should ask himself. How much I remember the akhirah? والله إن من علامات الحظ ومن علامات يعني الفخر والرضا من Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One of the signs that Allah plays with you, that He makes you remember the akhirah after. ومن علامات الخذلان. One of the signs of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the forsake you. يعني lift of yourself. That He doesn't help you to remember the akhirah much. And when you see something so serene, so nice, so peaceful, and you say, Ya salam, this is the Jannah. Will be so, there's so much serenity in it. There's so much tranquility in it. When you see something, and it's so beautiful, when you have a good time, you know what, good laugh with your friends. And I remember I told you that I was in Canada, a few months back, and I was in a boat, and I was like in a lake actually. Okay, and I was like staying with a group of friends of mine, and the point is not the beauty of the lake, not the beauty of the greenery around us, but alhamdulillah, I prayed Dhuhr, I prayed Asr, Jam', and it's early in the day, and we just had a nice meal, and I'm relaxing. It's so nice. I'm not worried about salat, I'm not worried about anything. Get a few minutes passed by me, I didn't think about anything. I was like, as you say, in zone, like, and everybody with me, from my friend, were like, we didn't even talk to each other because we're always busy with this, work and stuff like that. But for 5-6 minutes, nobody even said a single word. It's like a moment of tranquility. And immediately, one of us said, wow, can you imagine you live like this forever? You live like this forever. You don't worry about anything. Is it salah time? It is food time. It is my family. It is this. It is that. Do I need to go? Do I need to go back? Nothing to worry about. It's beautiful life. See, when you remember when this person said that means the akhirah comes to the mind. And also, you remember the hellfire, you remember the day of judgment, and so on. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam once, and this hadith Muslim hadith Jabir, was walking in the street of Medina, and he saw this dead sheep, and the sheep asak, it is like the ear is bad, and this is a quality that it will very disliked in any sheep. So he took the sheep, dead sheep, and he pulled up. You can imagine the dead animals, the smell, the fly. It's disgusting, that's right. But then the Nabi reached to it, grabbed it from that place, okay, and he pulled it out. And he said, who would like to buy this for a dirham? It's a lot of money, dirham. Dirham, at that time, you buy with 1 dirham, 2 sheep. 2 good sheep. So he said, who would buy this with 1 dirham? He said, غَفَرَ اللَّهُ لَكَ يَا رَسُولَ اللَّهِ. May Allah forgive you. If this was live, nobody even will spend that much money on it. So what about dead animal? Who will buy? He said, so this is worth nothing? Yes. Do you think any one of you guys or them, this dead animal will be something in his heart like wishing it? Would you? No. He said, وَاللَّهِ لَلدُّنْيَا أَهْوَنُ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ مِنْ هَذَا فِي أَعْيُنِكُمْ. This, the example of this dead sheep, is the example of this dunya. Worth nothing in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's eyes. And it should worth the same to you. One thing that it will really help you to go through that is to remember, I said to your journey, once the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was talking, then somebody entered. And subhanAllah, the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, tears start coming down. أخذ النبي يبكي صلى الله عليه وسلم. You know why? Because he saw Mu'adh رضي الله عنه وعنه. Mus'ab ibn Umayr. He walked into and he saw and he started crying. يقول علي بن أبي طالب, I was watching the Prophet. قال فأبده النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم بصر. يعني صعد when he was looking up and down, then he started crying. Then after Mus'ab ibn Umayr passed, he said, والله لقد رأيت هذا الفتى في مكة وما رأيت أعطر لمة منه. I still remember this young boy. When he used to live in Mecca, there were no young men like him. He used to, his hair is because he looked so different. Mus'ab ibn Umayr was wearing very cheap type of clothes. Doesn't have any money. His hair was messy. He doesn't look like, this fancy look that he used to have. His hair used to have a hairdresser, especially for him. Mus'ab bin Umair used to wear shoes imported from Yemen and clothes imported from Rome, from Italy, from Rome, from the Romans. Like, Italian suit, and like shoes made in this country and that. Something like that, very fancy. The perfume that he wears, everybody recognizes it, even hours after he passed from the alley or from the streets of Mecca, because Mus'ab was here, we can smell it. That fancy life, gone. And now he looks like so different. So maybe just something cried. But a question that I have, do you think Mus'ab bin Umair ever regretted that decision that he made? That he gave up all this dunya for the akhirah? Do you think now in his grave he's regretting this? No. The dunya became something, if it comes, alhamdulillah, that dunya Allah give it to whom He wish, and whom not. The dunya Allah give it to the mu'min and to the kafir, to the good and the bad. فعلام الهلكة, why are we killing ourselves over? Why are we looking? We are willing to enter the hellfire for it. Wallahi, if I offered any one of you now, and I tell you, I have for you a house made of bricks and wood, but it's a temporary one. Any shaking thing is going to be gone. It's going to fall apart. It's a temporary. But I have another offer, a house made of gold and silver, and it will never change. It will remain forever. Can you believe it? There's a lot of people who will choose that bricks and wood over the gold and silver house. They choose the dunya, this is the houses of the dunya, versus the houses of the akhirah. And they're willing to sacrifice their deen for this. They're willing to give up that for this. So the one thing that you have to remember that you have a journey that you are in. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, يا أيها الإنسان إنك كادح إلى ربك كدحا فملاقيه. You are going towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You're living in this life until you meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And subhanAllah, al-Iman, the journey of the believer, doesn't start only from that. Start from the moment you realize the meaning of you being mu'min, Muslim, connected to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. من عمل صالحا من ذكر أو أنثى وهو مؤمن فلنحيينه حياة طيبة ولنجزينهم أجرهم بأحسن ما كانوا يعملون. Those who do good deeds from male or female, while they are believers, we promise them that they will live in good in this dunya. And in the hereafter, certainly we're going to reward them with a great reward. To the best of their better than what they have used to offer in this dunya. And the reward you get is way better than what you offer. That's why قالوا كن لله كما يريد يعطيك أكثر مما تريد. Do whatever He wants from you, He will give you more than what He wants from Him. Just give Him what He wants, that's it. He will give you more than what you want.